What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I'm KG, and I'm here with
Yosh, it's your boy.
And what'd you do today?
I got first place at Locals.
Broken. What were you playing?
We're playing K9, Fiendsmith, Azamina.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, definitely. So we're just gonna break down the deck a little bit. Classic K9 stuff, Naroi, Azuna, Lupus, 2 Lantern. The second one does come up. You do need to play a second one. The usual Chaotic and the Chaos, or excuse me, the Case and the K9. Standard.
How would you say the K9 cards were for you today?
Those things are crazy.
K9
cards are broken. There's a lot of good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Yami, Dracotel, K9, they all do something. Every single one does something.
Yeah.
Obviously besides Lupus, but Lupus is the broken one because you could exit summon during your opponent's turn. But they all do something, so they're all broken. A lot of times, just a little tidbit to help you play under the droll. When you normal summon Naroi, special summon somebody out, and then you can send the Naroi for himself as cost to look at their hand, make sure they don't have a droll or something.
Oh, wow.
And then that monster you special summon, then you search after you've already looked.
Nice.
Just so you don't walk into that droll.
Just play around more cards using that Naroi effect.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And then Fiendsmith, obviously we have no moon, but Fiendsmith is still Fiendsmith, so as long as you see it, you're in there.
What do you mean by that?
And then this honestly needs no explanation.
How did they perform for you? If you could give you the Fiendsmith cards a rating, how'd they perform?
Fiendsmith cards are probably like, they need to get hit in some
exactly.
way. Like they're probably not, but they need to.
Yeah.
The Fiendsmith cards are just actually insane.
Yeah, good shit.
When you open up an engraver, it's sometimes theoretically guaranteed Desiree and a Caesar.
Nice.
Just by opening up one engraver.
Nice.
Sometimes you do need that extra body to link with the Lacrima to make sequence.
That is a very valuable combo. I feel like that comes up a lot this format.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, this package right here is just,
Beautiful.
it's free. This shit needs to get hit.
Also, it was a great idea to have. It was his idea to have the cards laid out already for you guys, so you can see
brave
the whole
and a decent
profile.
man. He's a
Great
pioneer.
idea.
Yep.
But how are these cards for you?
Honestly, like, bro.
Like everything in this deck needs to get
speechless,
banned.
bro. Like, yeah, I'm speechless about it. It's everybody's gonna be running this, so again, there's really nothing to explain, but it's yeah. And then as far as this stuff goes on the non-engine hand trap wise, I feel like 3 Fua, 3 Perulia, 3 Ash is standard. But obviously I'm not playing 3 Perulia because you need what you need to make stuff work in here.
Exactly.
You can play 2 Engraver, but you want to see the Fiendsmith stuff.
Right.
So you gotta play 3. And then
So you would say the Perulia is definitely worth being in the main deck this format?
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
I would still recommend at least playing 1 if you can.
Okay.
And then those are unexplained.
Yeah, Ash and Perm, yep.
Yeah. As you see, as you probably see, there's no Droll in here. Droll is a broken card. Should I be playing it? Yes. Personal preference at the end of the day. The 2 droplets can be the Drolls.
Okay.
But I just personally decided not to play it. My deck is good enough to stop you doing what you need to do anyway.
You are at 40, right?
Correct. This is 40 cards.
And in the future, you would still play the 2 droplets over the 2 Drolls?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Theoretically, you could probably cut down one of these to add your Drolls.
Oh, okay.
But if we're at a higher caliber tournament and not just locals, I think I might need those Drolls.
Yeah, exactly.
But the droplets, these obviously what you put in for the Fuas, you don't need to change anything else going first.
Yeah.
But it's the going second what you need help with. So the droplets, and then these cards are typically what I'm siding in.
Okay.
When you're going second, I'll side out the Azamina package, all 8. 7 plus that is 8. And then 1 engraver. Depending on the matchup, if I need an extra bell or whatever's clever.
And you do that just to give yourself some more hand traps, some more interruption going second?
Exactly, doing that. This might sound crazy, but I'll take out an Imperm as well with that 1 engraver.
Okay.
Just because I'm playing more hand traps. I know Imperm is Imperm, but it can theoretically conflicts with
Right.
Izuna Lupus, Nib, Fenrir's.
Right.
If I top deck my Imperm and I did any of that, right? So I wanted to do something I could draw that does something if I were to top, when you need that Ash during their turn and then you top deck the Ash,
Yeah.
I didn't want to run into one of those situations where they could still do something,
Right.
quote unquote. With that being said, all of them would do that besides the Nib. These I could still play during my turn.
And how was the sided Fenrir today?
The Fenrir was awesome. I never put in 3 today. I only put in 2.
Okay.
But to be honest, it's awesome.
Okay. Well, that would be something you can. So yeah, you could definitely make room for this, the 2 drills too.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Absolutely.
As far as the side deck goes, self-explanatory. I don't need to explain the Fiendsmith stuff. Don't need to explain that. Don't need to explain that. Now, the Saryuja is what is going to bridge you into basically everything. Your K9 cards is what your bread and butter of the deck. So as long as you open up your K9 cards, you can basically play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Play Yu-Gi-Oh, make Saryuja, draw into both these engines or one of them, and keep going.
That's honestly correct. And they have to do something on the K9 cards, or they're just not going to.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to
You
respond
have to do
those.
something. And if you don't, then it's just gonna snowball.
Yeah.
As far as SP goes, SP's SP. I feel like everybody only gets 14 cards in the extra deck, and everybody has to play an SP.
Yeah.
And then last but not least is Valon. You do want to have another number 5 for any type of interruption. The Chronomaly Vinami, whatever it is, the light rank 5 that could negate monsters. I would recommend him or that.
I do want
Yeah,
to see
honestly,
the
he
Valon.
put in a lot more work than you would expect.
I see
him
you
to.
with the Valon all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And if it survives your turn, theoretically, you could link this off into an SP, go chain 1, 2, and knock off 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the deck performed great. Honestly, there's not too much I would say about it, or change about it, excuse me, other than probably Droll. I really do want to have something for going second, so the going second engine might change.
Right.
Like I want to play the Thrust and the Illusion Gates, and just those cards are really good.
Yeah.
But outside of that, there's nothing else I would change. Maybe throw in a strike somewhere if you can, but just taking these out for those and going
awesome.
first, you're in there.
That's awesome. And what were your matchups?
So I went to 2 separate locals today. The first locals, I went 2-0, and then I left so I could make it here in time.
Yeah.
I played Mermail and Exo Sister. And then over here, I played Mitsu Zombie, Ryzil, Mitsu, Fiendsmith,
Nice.
Labyrinth, and I'm drawing a blank on the last one.
Did you play the Dark World guy?
I did not play the Dark
No.
World guy.
What was he playing? You just 2-0'd everybody, didn't you?
Practically,
Yeah.
that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Oh, I remember. So Mitsu Azamina.
Oh, okay,
Mitsu
okay,
Azamina.
okay. Yeah.
Ryzil, Fiendsmith, Azamina, Labyrinth, and then whatever. Yeah, sorry. Long day.
Yeah, no, you're
Played
good.
6 guys today, and went undefeated on everybody.
And all around, yeah, good shit, dude. Well done.
Appreciate it. And this is my first deck profile, so I just want to give a shout out to all my people out here in AZ. First off, shout out to KG for holding it down for the people out here.
Let's go.
And shout out to my 2 card shops, Amazing Discoveries in Glendale, and then PGL in Central Phoenix, Phoenix Gaming Lounge.
Much love. Thank you, Yosh.
Of course.
Well done today, man.
Thank you guys.
Shout out AZ Locals.
Me. Help me.